Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Joshua Van Alsa, and I have with us Mr. Abdullah AlRachid. Can you introduce us to yourself, Mr. Abdullah?
Sure. My name is Abdullah AlRachid. I'm the director of Ithra, the King Abdulaziz Center for World Culture.
Tell us, sir, what is culture in your eyes, being that you are a part of the leadership at Ithra, one of the most renowned museums in Saudi Arabia?
For me, culture is the manifestation of the collective human condition in all of its aspects, predominantly the intangible ones, and that covers the social aspects, the emotional aspects, the identity aspect of it, and I think, as my colleagues have also mentioned on the panel, the static and the moving parts of that.
During your panel discussion, as you mentioned, you were talking about inclusivity and you're talking about courage and open dialogue. How do you have a conducive environment for all that in a country where people really do take their culture and their traditions so seriously?
Well, I think the first thing is honesty. You need to be honest with yourself about what inclusivity means. You need to define that very well as an individual, as an institution, as a sector. You need to be brave to take action towards that, really take a position. And then finally, you need to be wise, I think, in respecting everybody in your effort to be inclusive as well. I think if you are able to balance that, and it's not easy, you can truly help bring a voice to the table that was not there.
What do international cultural experts bring to the table when it comes to Saudi culture?
I think it's a mutual exchange. It's not one way. Whether the international aspect from the east or the west and the local context here, the melting pot of that can happen in places, whether in the kingdom or other places, are what's really conducive to positive conversation, the advancement of humanities, and really what the world needs right now.
What about the cultural summit being held here in Daymuma? How does the nature and the agriculture kind of make this a more connected environment for discussing culture?
Yeah, maybe going back to the answer on being honest. If we're talking about humanity and we've defined culture as that, then that captures everything, right? It captures even the environment that people are in. It captures their livelihoods that they make out of the ground and all of that. And so Daymuma manifests some of that and embodies some of that, and it's important to have this holistic approach to it.
Thank you so much, Mr. Abdullah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
AlUla FM.
The sound of Arabia.